Working in a small group or a team is no easy task. There are many moving parts. Lesson 9 is going to be exploring those different parts working in small groups and or teams. This lesson will probably be the most challenging lesson of the semester because you will be required to work in a small group to accomplish one particular assignment. I would like to take the next several minutes to walk you through the lesson and highlight some aspects of each of the assignments as you move forward over the next 2 weeks to accomplish them. I did say 2 weeks. This lesson will take place over 2 weeks because it is rather lengthy and involved. So all items should be started no later than October 30th, and all items need to be completed no later than November 12th by 11:59 p.m. So you'll have 2 weeks to complete this assignment. The first thing in this lesson I want to alert you to is a change in the course calendar. You'll see that it states that there was an activity titled Lessons from the Geese. That was a discussion board. I have canceled that for this week, so you do not need to worry about completing that. So there will be no discussion this week. To begin this lesson, I ask that you read chapters 9 and 10 and view the corresponding PowerPoints for each of those chapters as an additional learning tool. And then you will be reflecting on a group experience by completing a group norms journal. This assignment asks you to think about a group that you are actively involved in. It can be a church group, a sports group, a school group, it can be a family or team that you're a part of. It doesn't matter. But on a separate Word document, you're going to work through the following questions. Identify the group, and then identify you and your group members' social norms, and to really know what those norms are, I'm asking that you view them in chapter 9 starting on page 250 in your textbook. Once you've identified your group member social norms, you will then identify your procedural norms in that group. And again, the procedural norms can be found in chapter 9. Once you've identified the procedural norms, you will then identify you and your group members' task norms. And again, all of that information is located in your textbook in chapter 9, beginning on page 250. Once you've completed the task norms, you are going to describe 2 functional roles you exhibit when interacting in your group. And to see a list of functional roles, please turn to page 253 in your textbook, specifically focusing on table 9/2. Next, describe 2 dysfunctional roles you have a tendency to exhibit when interacting with that group. Please look on page 255 for those lists of dysfunctional roles on table 9-3. Once you've completed that, I ask that you identify the different type of leadership style your group experiences. And again, that information will be located in chapter 9. Once you've completed that, you'll notice that this assignment is worth 7 points, and I've created the rubric with the scale and the scoring guide below, so take a couple minutes to view that at your leisure when you're getting ready to work on accomplishing this assignment. Please submit your Group Norms Journal to the Dropbox titled Group Norms Journal no later than Sunday, 11:59 p.m. on November 12th. Next will be Campus Problems Group Solutions. You and your assigned small group are going to work through a brainstorming technique for this assignment. And if you access the YouTube video I've put together, that will not only go through the assignment in great detail, but also give you a tutorial on how to access your group. Once you've completed the Campus Problems Group Solutions, you will then take a couple of minutes to reflect on your group experience by completing a campus problem individual reflection. Please understand that this reflection will only be reviewed by me. So you should feel free to really discuss with me how your group functioned by answering the following questions. What was your role within the group? What were the most constructive behaviors exhibited by your group? What were the most dysfunctional behaviors exhibited by you and your group? Did one person serve as a leader, or was the role shared? Please describe. And what grade would you give your group for the quality of solutions you generated and for the quality of interaction you experienced? This particular assignment is worth 10 points, and you'll be turning this in individually. Please take a couple of minutes to review the rating scale and the scoring guide given, and then submit to the Dropbox titled Campus Problems Individual Reflection. This Dropbox is located in your small group, so please make sure you go there to submit this assignment. Last but not least, I am formally introducing your deliberative dialogue reflection paper. This is the conclusion to both of the experiences that you had online. This will be a paper that will be due no later than Sunday, November 19th by 11:59. I'm introducing it now to give you plenty of time to work on it and get it completed. If you have any questions with this assignment or any of the assignments in this lesson or any of the assignments that we've had so far in the course, please feel free to call, email, or stop by. You are allowed to submit assignments that I've given you early. You are allowed to submit those early. Just be mindful of the deadline that is there. Last but not certainly least, you will have a quiz on chapters 9 and 10. This quiz has 20 questions. 10 questions are multiple choice, 10 questions are true and false because you're dealing with 2 chapters. You are allowed to take the quiz multiple times up until the due date or until you reach a 100, whatever comes first. The due date for this quiz will be November 12th by 11:59 p.m. Once you've completed the quiz, I just have a reminder to make sure that you have completed all the elements required of you in this lesson by the due dates, and then congratulations, you've completed the lesson. Thank you so much for taking the time to review this tutorial for Lesson 9, and I'd like to mention again, if you have any questions, feel free to email, call, or stop by. Keep up the good work.